congratulations to you both. This is an incredible film. So you managed to make such an intense war film while keeping a PG-rated, PG-13 rated film. Why was it so important to keep it PG-13?
You know, we didn't really think of it in terms of rating. It was more about what kind of tension you want in the film. And early on, I asked Steven Spielberg to borrow his print of Saving Private Ryan, and we screened that. And that's an amazing film, but it has a language of horror, and you take your eyes off the screen, you have to hide your eyes. And we realized what we want is suspense. We want a film that you can't take your eyes off, and just pull you in and keep you there the whole time. And so I think that just naturally led to a place where there isn't much blood and gore in the film. So it's a film that, you know, younger people can come to, and I think more people can watch maybe, but we're able to maintain suspense, which for me is the most cinematic of approaches to movie making, and I enjoy it and I love it.
So the film is broken up into three parts: land, sea, and air. Why did you guys choose to tell the story that way?
Well, I mean, you know, the amazing thing about the story of the evacuation of Dunkirk is that there are so many people involved, there are so many different perspectives, and you know, it's hard for me to speak to because Chris actually wrote it, but the thing I love about taking those different approaches is that, you know, you are seeing it from all these different perspectives, all these different ways in which, you know, there were different elements tied into the story.
Absolutely. So you guys have a lot of newcomers in this film. Finn, Harry Styles. Was that something that you were hesitant about, or did you have any big notes for them?
We wanted new faces because we wanted people of the appropriate age. Too often, I think, in Hollywood movies, we just accept that a 30-year-old plays a 19-year-old going off to war. And the reality is, when we fight wars, we send our children. We send 18, 19-year-olds. And so we wanted fresh faces. We wanted people who the audiences didn't have associations from other movies. So we really wanted first-timers. And with Finn and Harry and Tom Lincani and Barry and these guys, that's what we've got. And I think it gives the audience a real sense of vulnerability to these characters. They see them, they see these fresh faces, and they really want the best for them. They want them to survive. And this is a survival story.
Why was it time for a war film, and why do you think Dunkirk has not, this incredible story has not been told yet?
I mean, British people grow up with this story. We've known it forever. And so you do look for a gap as a filmmaker. You should go, okay, why hasn't this story been told? And I think ultimately it may be because it involves British people rather than Americans, but it needs a big studio budget, and that means coming to America for it. We have a great relationship with Warner Brothers. They love the idea of the film, they love the sound of the story, and so we just dove in and tried to make the most thrilling and suspenseful version of the story possible, and we hope that that's going to speak to people of all nations.
Okay.